Snaps it, handoff to Fager. Finds a hole and about a gain of 5 on that.
Nice ISO play there from Fager. What great job getting north and south. Great blocking combination down by the left side of the offensive line.
I agree completely.
Going hurry up offense here, picking up the tempo.
Holly again in the gun. Drops back to pass. Oh, he's gonna take it himself, and he gets about a gain of about 2.
Great protection by the offensive line there for Ray-Pec, but also great coverage by Blue Springs on the other end, forcing Holly to kind of get out of the pocket and scramble there, coming up on third down here. Oh.
Holly in the background, hands it off to Fager. Oh, and he gets tripped up short. Gets about 1 yard gain. It looks like it's going to be 4th and about 3.
Great play by 41, Caleb Starr for Blue Springs, the middle linebacker. Really shot the gap and flowed to the football well, putting the Panthers in about a 4th and short here.
Would appear they're going for it on 4th down.
Coach Jane's taking a risk early. Coach Martin wanted to take some risks early here. Looks like they're going to line up in the old wishbone here.
He snaps it, and he found a goal. He got the first down and more on about a 9 yard gain there. Number 25, Thomas Fager.
Great run by the young by the sophomore Thomas Fager. Got north and south quick. Great job by the left side of the offensive line again.
First down on their own 41. Holly snaps it, Fager into motion. A pitch out to him, see if he can find a gap here. He got tripped up by number 3. He might have got a yard of that. Tripped up by number 3, Jonathan Mullins.
Yeah, ran a toss play to the right there. Great job by the fullback, 41, Ben Elnis, but didn't get up. Didn't get upfield as quick as he wanted to.
And Holly, snap, and that's going to draw a flag. False start offsides by number 70, Bo Stevens. That will be.
That's a thing that Coach James likes to pull out to get some free yards early in the game. So great job with the hard count by Holly. Going to line up again on the wishbone here. Free 5 yards for the Panthers.
It's going to be 2nd and 4. Hands off to number 25, Thomas Fager. Maybe gets a yard. It will be about 3rd and 4 here.
Blue Springs linebackers did a great job flowing to the football, filling that hole. It was a nice hole opened up by the left side of the line, but just the backers filled it up well. So coming up on about a 3rd and 3, 4 here for the Panthers.
Connor Helly lines up in the shotgun.
Looks like they got a doubles formation on both sides of the football. Probably looking to do some slants and outs right here from Holly.
Well, the snap handed off to number 6, Philip Fager. Gets tripped up at the line for about a loss of 1. It's going to be 4th and 5.
Ray-Pec went with an RPO right there. And number 90, Landon Smith for Blue Springs, blew it up. And Holly made the right read. The defensive end crashed, so he went ahead and gave it to Fager. But Landon Smith did a great job getting penetration and not falling for an RPO and making the tackle in the backfield. Ray-Pec's going to go for it again here, Riley.
4th and 4, we're going to go for it. Holly lines up in the shotgun. Snaps from man downfield. And Jaden Doss, what a catch, number 5. That is a great catch.
Jaden Doss, again, coming off big momentum from last week, makes a great athletic catch. One-on-one matchup. Holly saw it, took advantage of it, and hit him for a big play down the field. Panthers went ahead and got in the red zone here.
It is 1st and goal off our own 7, or on their 7. Connor lines up with the gun. Play action here. Looking for. He missed the end zone, looking for a number 11 tight end, Tucker Miller.
Yeah, I went with a little play action there, trying to get him on the same thing, maybe hit him in the back corner of the end zone. Looked like some routes got mixed up here. Uh, if you're just tuning in,
Conrad Holler hands it off to number 6, Philip Fager. And about a 2-yard gain, and it will be 3rd and goal from the 4.
if you're just tuning in, Jaden Doss actually took the kickoff back to go up 6-0 for the Panthers, but they did miss the point after. So great start for the Panthers, and welcome to Panther Stadium, ladies and gentlemen.
His 3rd and goal here, Conrad Holly lines up. I would assume he's going to get the Philip Fager here and let him work. Yep, hands it to Philip Fager, and touchdown, Ray-Pec. Philip Fager with about a 4-yard run.
Great job by that left side of offensive line again, keeping on their blocks, keeping that hole open, but a great read by Fager to make that cut back and go to an outside hole, and that puts the Panthers up 13-0.
It does. Number 24, Aaron Yost will be lining up for the PAT.
Gunnar Griffin is holding.
Oh, and we got a flag. And I would assume it
Looks
was...
like we got a false start on the
false
Panthers
start.
here, Riley. I'm going to move them back 5. Try again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, Philip Fager just scored for the Panthers to put them up 13-0, and sophomore Jaden Doss has the kick is up and good for the Panthers. So it's now 13-0 Panthers, but Jaden Doss ran the kickback for the Panthers to put them up 6-0, and Philip Fager just put it in the end zone for the Panthers as well. So now it's 13-0 Panthers, and getting ready for the kickoff here, Riley.
Do you think there's a key to going for it on 4th down?
Yeah, Coach James, Coach Martin taking some risks early, going for it on 4th down, and it's paid off both times for them. So look for them to stay aggressive with that if it keeps working until Blue Springs can stop it. Depending on the situation, I don't know how many times more times I would go for it, but hey, that's why I'm not out there coaching. That's why I'm up in the booth here.
Yep. If it's working, keep going to it, but if it doesn't keep working, then probably got to go away from it.
Yeah, I think as their league grows, or just depending on the situation, you don't want to do that too much, Riley. Just too much risk versus reward. But hey, I mean, right for that situation, the risk was there and the risk was worth it, and they capitalized both times. So we're getting ready for the kick here. Clote has it teed up for the Panthers.
And a
short
kickoff. Oh, and it is dropped.
The ball's live.
The Panthers got it. The Panthers got the ball. That was
great job by the Panthers kickoff team. Great kick by Clote, and it looks like number 25, Thomas Fager, hustled down there and ended up recovering the football. So Conrad Holloway and the Panthers offense get to get right back on the field here.
It will be 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, look for a heavy dose of Fager again right here. I think first play I'd come out and take a shot here. You got the momentum. Jaden Doss has already won some one-on-ones for him. I'd ride that momentum, maybe take a shot here. Coach James likes to be aggressive, so expect a shot here at some point.
That's what I would do. Maybe even look for the tight ends across the middle.
Yeah, Miller and Ropp had big games last week, looking to carry over to this week. So Ropp with a 76-yard touchdown, and Miller with a 34-yard touchdown. So looking to carry over that momentum last week from the big Rockhurst win. And Coach James is excited about this young receiving core that he has. Big shoes to fill. They had a lot of guys graduate, and Grimm, Sappington, and Ball. But he was really pleased with Doss, Miller, Ropp. Reese Teal had some plays in there as well, filling in and doing a good job. And then obviously, as we mentioned earlier, Philip Fager is going to be their bell cow this year, replacing graduated Gabe Shanklin. So he expects Philip Fager to be a big key to the Panther offense this year and their bell cow go-to back. As it looks like Ray-Pec's coming out in trips here.
About 5 minutes left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Riley snaps it. He play actions a figure. He's rolling out. Look for Tucker in the end zone. Great catch by Tucker Miller. That is a touchdown. Atta boy. That is about it. That is a 20-yard touchdown for Tucker Miller.
Holly did a great job getting out of the pocket, finding his receivers did a great job keeping on running, and there's that shot I talked about. Coach James felt the momentum, went ahead, took the shot, and a great catch by Tucker Miller in the back of the end zone, continuing his great season so far. Trey Kudrin to kick it for the Panthers. Gunnar Griffin to hold.
The kick is up, and it is good. That gives the Panthers a lead of 20-0 in the first quarter with about 5 minutes left.
What a start for the Panthers, Riley. A heavy dose of the pass game. Holly showing you why he's one of the best quarterbacks in the state. They got Philip Fager and Thomas Fager going early.
Yes,
the kick was good. So hopefully they can keep this up, and Blue Springs has got to find a way to answer here. If they don't get their momentum going quick, Ray-Pec's just going to keep that gas on the pedal. Coach James likes to play it fast. He likes to keep his momentum. So Ray-Pec's going to put the gas on the pedal until Blue Springs can show him otherwise.
Number 86, Victor Colt. Victor Colt lines up for the kickoff.
See if they go back to that pooch kick. Maybe try to get another. They do. Fielded cleanly this time.
10, and a good stop there by a lot of guys, but number 27, Alex Biondo, I think he got there first. But number 33, Parker Bowen, the guy we were talking about earlier, he helped on that tackle.
Great job by Ray-Pec special teams, led by special teams coach Matt Copeland. They filled the lanes nicely, and Bowen and Biondo flew down there, crashed the gap, and made the tackle.
Yeah, I was talking to Parker Bowen this week, and last week we beat Rockhurst 42-34. I was kind of asking him about they're kind of giving up points, and I was asking what they were working on this week, and he talked that a big focus they were talking about at practice this week was staying focused and relying on each other to be successful. As we got completed to number 13. Oh, fumble, and Blue Springs did recover. It was completed to number 13. Xavier Lloyd for about a 7-yard gain.
Blue Springs tried to do a little bubble screen there, and Embry Vest and Nick Newman were not fooled at all. They saw those blockers, didn't sell the screen very well, and they crashed to the football and forced a little to no gain right there.
Correction, it was a 4-yard gain. That is 2nd and about 6. Hands it off to the running back. Oh, he has a hole. He has some field, and tripped up by number 17, Jackson Vest. Number 20, DeAndrew Thomas with about a 15-yard gain on that one. That was, what did you see there, Seth?
Yeah, great blocking by the Blue Springs offensive line. Opened up a hole on the left side. Jackson Vest did a great job making an open field tackle there, or else Mr. Thomas would have been gone there.
Yeah, it was a good play by him to stop that run early, before he let him get loose.
Looks like Blue Springs coming out with doubles on each side again.
Hands it back to number 20, and stopped up at the line by number 98, Isaac Cook. That was a good stop by him. He read that well, I thought, and he stopped him at the line.
Yeah, that defensive line led by Ethan George had a lot of hype coming out of it for this season. A great job by Cook to blow that ISO up.
About 2nd and about 10. like our offense is coming out.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. It looks like the great Ray-Pec defense stood up for another stop here, and Ray-Pec rides the momentum. Holly and the offense are back out yet again.
On 30, Conrad Holly is in the gun. Hands it off to number he got about a 2-yard gain here.
Yeah, Ray-Pec looking to establish the run game early here, Riley, as Fager checks back into the football game. But Ray-Pec's really be able to do whatever they want on the offensive side of the football right now, and it's showing as they're up 20-0.
Hopefully we can keep that up. Conrad Holly in the gun, hands it. No play action to Philip Fager. Looks for Jaden Doss on the field, middle of the field. He's got a breakaway. He could get in to score a touchdown. Takes it all the way, Jaden Doss, with about a 70-something yard touchdown.
Great read by Holly again on the RPO. Doss again wins his one-on-one matchup. The sophomore continues to impress. That is 3 touchdowns on the night for Jaden Doss. Another big-time throw, big-time read from Conrad Holly. That puts your Ray-Pec Panthers up 26-0. Looks like Kudrin has the ball teed up.
Oh, low snap. Uh-oh, we got a fake here. Gunnar Griffin could roll out and go all the way. Does he get in? They are saying he did not get in. They did not get the PAT.
Great effort, nonetheless. Great job by the holder Griffin, keeping composure, scrambling out, getting the most of it, and made something out of nothing right there. But nonetheless, your Panthers are up 26-0. What an offensive explosion and an all-around great night for the Panthers so far here, Riley.
I feel like Conrad Huller is really seeing number 5, Jaden Doss on the field. And, I mean, like you said, Jaden's got 3 touchdowns, and Conrad Huller has thrown one to him and another one to Tucker Miller for 20 yards.
So, yeah, I mean, the Panthers are, like I said, they get anything they want on the offensive side of the football right now. Blue Springs is going to have to make an adjustment, especially they're going to have to do something about Jaden Doss. He's forcing their hand. They're going to have to put another safety over the top or something. But right now, Ray-Pec just picking them apart and putting the points down right now, keeping the gas on. Clote has it teed up again. Clote's been a very busy man in the first half so far for the Panthers.
That's a good thing. That's a
really good thing.
That's what we want.
And the kick is
Looks
away.
like they're placing that same spot every time. Looks number 7, Dale Staley for about a 5-yard take.
Good job by Demetrius Walker for the Panthers, really forcing that inside. Looked like the returner wanted to take that outside, but Walker forced that inside, and the stud middle linebacker Parker Bone was right there to make that tackle. Again, great job by the Matt Copeland-led special teams to make plays and plays. Looks like Blue Springs coming out in the gun right here. Not a lot of running the football here.
Hands it off. And stopped by number 97. Tyler Shuey just really got him on the edge there. Number 20 for Blue Springs, DeAndre Thomas didn't really give much of a gain there.
Great job by Shuey winning his battle, getting in the backfield, blowing up the play, and once that he was waiting there for the running back and just made a great play, and great job by the rest of the defense flowing to the football and helping him out with that tackle.
I think that defensive line tonight has really been a key factor to our defense.
Led by Ethan George and Colton McElliott.
2nd and 10, the quarterback drops back, finds number 13, Xavier Lloyd, for about a 6-yard reception.
Great open field tackle by Jack Ardito. Looked like they ran some sort of a hitch or a screen route right there with no blocking, and great job by Ardito bringing them down and letting another host of Panthers get in there, putting them in a 3rd and long situation here, Riley.
Looks like number 17, quarterback Patrick Maloney, is lined up in the shotgun yet again, looking for his receivers on the left. And he gets it off. Good defense by the middle guys there. Number 36, Gavin Hambry, to really break up that pass.
Great coverage by the whole back seven of the Panthers secondary. Great rush by big number 99, Ethan George, their playmaker, a guy they expect to have a big year this year. All that led to an incomplete pass and another turnover on downs for the Wildcats. So Blue Springs is forced to punt here. Ardito is back for the Panthers.
4th and 7, they're punting something. I don't know what exactly happened.
Looks like a penalty on the Panthers. Let's see if that changes new Blue Springs coach David White's mind on going for it here. Nope, looks like they're going to timeout Blue Springs, so maybe David White is rethinking his mind on punting the football. With that penalty on the Panthers, moved him up 5 yards. I think Coach White's going to make sure to go ahead and maybe go for it.
Yeah, it's about 4th and about 3 here.
The scoreboard's really forcing Coach White's hand here. I know it's on their side of the field, but I would still try to go ahead and go for this. You got nothing to lose. You're down 26-0. Speaking of Coach White, 2 new head coaches on both sides of the field. For your Ray-Pec Panthers, obviously Coach Sean Martin, been a defensive coordinator and mainstay here for many, many years, taking over for Tom Cruise. Got a big first win at Rockhurst last week. Great momentum builder for the rest of the season. First ever win at Rockhurst for the Panthers. That's a hard thing to do nevertheless. And David White on the other side coming in for Coach Donahoe at Blue Springs, hailing from Ridgeland High School in Mississippi, but he also formerly coached at a country-renowned program, a great program at Bishop Gorman in Las Vegas. So the Wildcats started off with a loss last week to Liberty, but Coach White seems like a great head coach, so look for them to turn it around. But right now the Panthers are having their way with them. And it looks like Coach White did change his mind. Maloney comes out in the gun. Looks like they're going to go trips here to the left.
Got to look for a handoff here, don't you?
Yep, there it is. Great call.
And it looks like he will be stopped up at the line and no good. It looks like it will be a turnover on downs. Your Panthers will take over about the 30-yard line.
Great job by number 41, Ben Innes, and another host of Panthers flowing to the football, blowing that up, and Panthers just keep on riding that momentum. Another shot for Holiday and the offense to come out here and put some more points on the board.
I mean, I say if they keep leaving Jaden Doss, keep one-on-one in him, then I say you got to keep going to him, don't you, Seth?
Yeah, but with this great offense that Coach James has drawn up, I mean, if you put a safety over Doss, you got the tight ends of Miller and Ropp that'll leave the middle of the field wide open. And also what's really helping that passing game is that the two Fager brothers and the rest of the running game are doing a great job right now. So all options are open here for the Panthers.
Looks like Conrad Hawley drops back. And, fumble. And Blue Springs, it looks like your Panthers will recover it. Number 64 on that. Brennan Shea did a good job of pouncing on that football there.
Yeah, we've had a lot of talk and great hype around Hawley. He is a great quarterback, but always got to take care of that football. A little loose with it. Luckily, Brennan Shea hopped on that football, so the Panthers get to live to play another down here.
Will be about 2nd and about 16 for your Panthers. And timeout, Panthers. So, Seth, what do you think was the key players tonight so far? What's really working for the Panthers offense?
Obviously, have you seen Jaden Doss has had an absolutely incredible night. He was really hyped up coming in as a sophomore this year, and he has not failed to show his skills this year. Already made a couple of huge plays for the Panthers tonight, and keeps on shining. Obviously, the tight ends, as I mentioned earlier, Ropp and Miller have been making good plays. So, and Fager as well, the bell cow back for him. So hopefully they can keep this up and put some more points on the board.
Yeah, we got about 12 minutes left here in the second quarter. Your Panthers are up 26-0.
Yeah, Blue Springs needs to make an adjustment here, do something. Looks like they were still out there in their traditional 34 defense. They do switch to a 4-4 defense in the red zone. But didn't look like they were adjusting to anything that Ray-Pec was doing quite yet. But until that happens, if I'm Ray-Pec, I'm still looking for those one-on-one matchups and throwing the football around the yard a little bit.
Correction, I don't believe we called a timeout. I think it was into the first quarter. So start of the second quarter, your Panthers were up 26-0. It's about 2nd and 14, and we have got a flag. Oh, they're just re-swatting the ball.
Panthers coming out here in the wishbone offense, starting out the second quarter.
So Connor Holly drops back. Maybe found Philip Fager there. Yes, he did. He found Philip Fager there on the sideline for about a 12-yard reception.
Yeah, Holly did a nice. Ray-Pec ran a play action there out of the wishbone, looking for that deep post corner route that Ray-Pec's been running for years. It wasn't there. Great job by Holly, biding time from the rush and finding his check down, and Fager made the most of it right there. So that'll.
Connor Holly lined up in the shotgun again. He will play action it to Philip Fager, rolling out and pass deflected. He had Tucker Miller coming across the middle. I thought he was wide open there, but it looks like he did not get the pass off.
Not only did he have Miller right there, he had Jaden Doss again winning that one-on-one matchup. Blue Springs playing a dangerous game, letting Doss be one-on-one out there on the outside. Great play by the Blue Springs defensive lineman to bat that down. It looks like Coach James and Martin are taking another risk here coming out in the trips formation. They're going to go for it again here, Riley.
It is 4th and about 6 on our own 26.
Fager gets motioned out.
Holly all alone there in the backfield. Looks like he's got number 13, Weston Ropp, up the middle, and he will score. Touchdown. Ray-Pec Panthers. That is about a 26-yard reception for Weston Ropp right over the middle. Seth, what'd you see there?
They paid attention to Jaden Doss that time, and as I referred to earlier, that's going to open a lot of other receivers up. They threw a quick slant, great read by Holly to get that quick slant out to Weston Ropp, and Ropp did exactly what he did last week. Made a couple broken tackles with his big frame. It took advantage of his strength, big strong hands for Ropp, and he ended up putting it in the end zone for the Panthers there.
Yes, it looks like number 24, Trey Kudron here will line up for the PAT. And it is good, and that will put your Panthers up 33-0 with about 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Man, what a big night for the Panthers in general tonight, but a big night for Conrad Holly. We've said his name a lot today, but making great reads, smart decisions. Did have that one little fumble, but he came back and redeemed himself on that drive. Couple of big completions right there, and the one to Ropp ultimately being the one that got him in the end zone. But great drive for the Panthers, and again, Blue Springs is not doing anything spectacular to adjust on defense. So as long as they keep on doing that, the Panthers are going to have their way with them. And the running game is there too. So it's really hard to stop this Nick James offense right now.
I agree. Number 86, Victor Colt will line up for the kickoff.
Blue Springs running an extra guy out. See if this Matt Copeland-led special teams makes another great stop down here. Pooch kick high up in the air.
And he gets number 18.
Gavin Hembry with a massive hit. Great job on the pooch kick right there.
And we are back here. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It looks like the Blue Springs Wildcats have the ball on about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties, but the Panthers have had a massive night. Also, just a moment, shout out to the student-led stream team. They've been doing a great job tonight amid all the technical difficulties, so great job by the Ray-Pec media team.
And number 17, the quarterback, Patrick Maloney, hands it off to number 2, Lamar Tusop for about a 6-yard gain. It will be about 2nd and 3 or 2nd and 4.
And big Ethan George, Ray-Pec's one of their key players on defense in there on the stop. Maybe the running back got a little penetration. Great blocking by the line right there by Blue Springs. Got about a 5-yard gain. First really good drive going here for Blue Springs tonight. Looks like they got something going.
Quarterback lines up in the shotgun. And we have got a flag. It looks like number 36, Gavin Hembry, did come off sides.
Looks like maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it was. Good call, Riley. It was Hembry on the defensive side. Looked like maybe Maloney didn't completely shift number 7, the receiver motion, Dalshawn Staley, but nevertheless, penalty on the Panthers on all sides. So we'll look to get back on track here.
It will be about 2nd and 1 for them on the 33-yard line. Looks like they will hand it off here, and easy first down for number 2, running back Lamar Tusop. Sorry,
yeah,
Tapasoa.
Great job by that left side of the Wildcats offensive line, and Tapasoa just flowed to that gap. First big gap he's really seen all night long. Probably was a little excited, hit that gap, and got the Wildcats set up with a first down here.
First and down on the 30-yard line. Looks like they will continue to hand it off here, but number 94, Colton McElliott, stops him at the line. That was a good play.
Great job by McElliott and the rest of the defensive line. Looked like Hembry and number 34, McIntosh, was in there as well for the Panthers. Great flow of the football. The defensive line and the backers are doing a great job hitting the gaps and flowing to the football and really, really making this Blue Springs offensive line work.
I agree. It'll be about 2nd and 10 on the 30-yard line. Looks like Maloney will be set up in the shotgun, and he's looking for his receivers on the left, and he finds number 7, Deshaun Staley, for about a 15-yard gain, but number 4 for Ray-Pec, Jack Ardito, there to stop the touchdown.
Yeah, really the first big positive play of more than 10 yards for the Wildcats tonight. Dalshawn Staley did a good job finding a spot in the zone, maybe a miscommunication between the Ray-Pec secondary. So hopefully Ray-Pec gets that communication fixed as Blue Springs has entered the red zone here.
Looks like they will continue to hand it. Oh, it's a play action and rush here by the quarterback, but stopped up at the line. Number 97, Tyler Shuey, really making. The quarterback made a few guys miss, but it really looks like he sniffed that out and he made the tackle there to make sure he got no gain. Again,
that Ray-Pec defensive line with great penetration. The backers filling the gaps. Maloney looked like he wanted to throw maybe a quick screen or a slant. The great Ray-Pec secondary led by Gunnar Griffin and Ethan Woodfine took that away. So that'll set up Blue Springs with a 2nd and goal.
And then drops back looking for a receiver. Connects to him, number 13, Xavier Lloyd, for about a 7-yard gain. But number 3, Gunnar Griffin, did make a good tackle there.
Great job, Griffin, on closing out on that throw. But Ray-Pec played a zone there, and Maloney and his receiver and Lloyd took advantage of it. Ran a quick slant right there. Got a good 7 to 8 yards on that. That'll set them up with a 3rd, and looks like they still have the pylons up. So it'll be 3rd and about 1 for the Wildcats. Look for them maybe to go ISO right here and get an easy first down, set them up with 1st and goal.
I agree. Ready gives it off to the running back, and number 36, Gavin Hembry, kind of sniffed that out there. But it looks like number 33, Parker Bowen, he ended up making the tackle there.
That play, Bowen got the tackle, but that play was made by number 36, Gavin Hembry. Sniffed out that jet sweep, closed out that outside running lane, made sure to turn the runner back in. right back into his help, and the rest of the Panther defense did a great job swarming to the football.
Yes, it would appear they will be going for it here on 4th down.
Like I said, they're down 33-0. Got to take some chances here. Got to find some sort of momentum. Tried to draw the Panthers off sides here, but they weren't fooled.
This is the running back number 20, Anthony Harris. It looks like number 20 DeAndre Thomas will end up scoring a touchdown there. What do you see there, Seth?
Yeah, they ran a stretch play to the left side. Great job by the left side of the offensive line walling that off. But the key to that play was number 13, Xavier Lloyd, with a great block on the outside on Griffin. Didn't allow Griffin to close up that outside gap and kept on his block all the way in the end zone. And Wildcats finally getting some points on the board and maybe a little bit of momentum here.
Yeah, and they will be kicking the PAT. It almost looked like they were going to go for 2 there. But they will be kicking the PAT. Snap, and it is up and good. It will be 33-7. Your Raymore-Peculiar Panthers are winning.
So it looks like Blue Springs did find a little something right there. Ray-Pec still played some pretty good defense, but looks like some ISOs and stuff that Blue Springs ran really opened up that passing game. They started hit some slants to Lloyd and Delshawn Staley. So let's see if Ray-Pec makes any adjustments here. Maybe sniffs that out and makes some adjustments to that.
Yep, and if you're just joining us, the Panthers are winning 33-7 with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Seven minutes and a half.
Panthers got off to a fast start earlier. If you're joining us, Jaden Doss actually ran the kick back 4-6 as you see him going back to ready to take back another kick. This receiving team for Ray-Pec hasn't been real busy tonight as Blue Springs finally put some points on the board. Guys like Conrad Hawley and Philip Fager are having big nights, and they're going to get another shot here before the end of the half. So if you're just joining us, welcome. Buckle in because it's been a great football game so far for the Panthers.
It has.
Looks like number 44, John Matsky, has it teed up for the Wildcats. Doss back to receive for the Panthers. Already has one kick return today. Let's see if they kick to him again.
And they will kick it to number 4, Jack Ardito, who found a running lane and got about 10 yards on that play.
Yeah, look, they did not want to go to Jaden Doss again. He's already bit him once, but kicking to Ardito sometimes isn't your best option either because he's a sneaky fast guy, really deadly in the return game. So Ardito did a good job getting them a few yards there on the pooch kick, and let's see if Holly and the offense can put one more score on the board before the half. Nick James talking to his offense right now, probably telling them just be smart with the football, got a good lead. Been getting pretty much anything they want in the running and the passing game right now. So pretty much doing anything they want at will with the Wildcats defense. So just got to take care of the football. As I said, turnovers are key. Almost had one earlier, but they ended up scoring on that drive anyway. So if the Panthers keep on taking care of the football, and Blue Springs doesn't seem to want to adjust right now. So looks like a big night ahead already. I mean, it's already been a big night for the Panthers offense. Obviously, putting 33 points on the board is a big, impressive stat. So let's see if they can keep it up here. And here come the Panthers back out on the field. Let's see what they, like I said, they can do pretty much anything. It looks like they come out in the wishbone.
It is 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line. Jack Ardito, correction, got about 15 yards on that. Hands it off to number 6, Philip Fager, who gets about 6 or 7 yards. What did you see there, Seth?
ISO to the right by the Panthers. Fager did a good job getting north and south, not doing anything too fancy. And Fager's a good, hard runner. He's not afraid to drop a shoulder and get the yards when needed, and he did exactly that right there. Not the biggest of holes, still a great job by the right side of the offensive line, but Fager drops his shoulder and gets about 2 or 3 extra yards there.
Yes, it did. It looks about 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5 for your Raymore-Peculiar Panthers. Conrad Hawley lines up under center. Looks like they hand it off to number 25, Thomas Fager, which gets stopped up at the line, maybe for a loss of 1.
Great job by Bo Stevens. Blue Springs, really a bright spot for Blue Springs right now is Bo Stevens. He's been in the backfield causing some trouble so far. Looks like they try to go ISO to the left. Maybe Coach James trying to dial up this run game, kind of put a long drive together, kill some of that 7 minutes towards the half, and ended on a good note. But Blue Springs has seen to adjust it to the run game as the Panthers come out for third down.
Yep. It's about 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. Conrad Hawley in the shotgun.
Look for maybe an out route here.
Looks like a play action. He rolls out, looking downfield. No, he's going to go ahead and run for it, and he will get the first down. He got about 15 yards on that rush.
Great job by Hawley recognizing he made his read. Nothing was there, so he went ahead and spun out, found the open field, and shows you why he's a really highly tied-out guy. Not the fastest guy in the world, but he does have speed. He's got that sneaky speed. So he's able to get those yards when he needs them, and occasionally has a big run or two, and that was one of those right there.
I agree. It's about first and 10 on the 46-yard line. Fager drops it, and he's just gonna lay on it. That was about a loss of about 3, so it will be 2nd and 13.
Yeah, Ray-Pec tried to run one of their old plays that they've been running for years, counter out of the wishbone. Just too much congestion there in the backfield caused Fager to maybe and Hawley to kind of run into each other here. So let's see if the Panthers can regroup after that bad play right there. Looks like they are back in the wishbone offense.
And Conrad Hawley will drop back. Looks from number 5, Jaden Doss, completed for a first down and more. He got about 11 or 12 yards on that game. 4:40 left in the half. Your Panthers are up 33-7.
Yeah, a little one-step drop from Hawley. Doss did a good job realizing that it was zone coverage on that choose route. Hawley threw a back shoulder throw on the hitch, and Doss did a good job getting upfield and making a play. That actually set up about 3rd and 5 after the loss on first down for the Panthers.
Oh, I did figure about that. It was my bad. It was about 3rd and 5.
Maybe look to go to Doss again, or it looks like they're leaving that comeback open on the right side of the field.
Snaps it, and we'll hand it off to Fager, which gets a little running room, and he has got the first down and more. He got about 20 yards on that carry.
Looks like they went counter to the right side to Fager, and a great job by the offensive line. But again, Philip Fager using his vision, using his eyes. Great cut to get outside. Great blocking by the 2 receivers outside. And Ray-Pec again getting Fager going. And sets up 1st and 10 again for the Panthers.
On about their 25.
Back out in
Looks
the
like
wishbone.
number 8, Reese Teal, is all alone there on the right side. So is Jaden Doss on the left side. Play action. Hands it off to Thomas Fager, who gets about a yard.
Yeah, Ray-Pec went counter again that time. Great job by Tapasua and Caleb Starr not being fooled, staying home, staying in their lanes, and stopping Thomas Fager right there at about a 2-yard gain.
It'll be about 2nd and 8 or 2nd and 9.
Looks like Hawley's out in the gun with Fager to his left. Looks like he just audible to Doss. They got one-on-one on the bottom.
Yeah, I would assume he'd look for Doss here. Hawley drops back, looking over there for Doss. Dodges one guy. And Jaden Doss will not make the play. It is knocked up in the end zone.
Yeah, he tapped his helmet. He was looking for Doss on maybe a fade route. He recognized the one-on-one coverage, made the audible on the play. Great job by Blue Springs getting the coverage, and the safeties came over and made the coverage downfield. Jordan Worley and Chase Bryant were back there for the Wildcats. Then once he realized that wasn't there, Hawley kind of went into playground mode, tried to make a big completion downfield. Risky throw there, so set them up with 3rd down.
Looking right, he drops back the pass. Oh, and he could run it here. Nope, he looks down the field for... Oh, that could be an interception there.
Trying to get Ropp in the back of the end zone. Great job by Hawley missing the rush and scrambling out. But tried to let one of his playmakers, Weston Ropp, down there, try to go make a big play. And I'm not sure who that Blue Springs defender was, but did a great job winning that battle. Not the smartest of throws by Holly, but again, he's been on target tonight and just trying to make a big play. Again, that risk versus reward factor goes in there. So Holly Conrad's a good mental guy, good stable. He's really good on keeping a good mentality throughout the game. So he'll shake that off and come back and get the Panthers ready to score next drive.
He is, and reminder, it is senior night here, and there's 2:53 left in the half.
Panther defense gets one more shot before the half to maybe get the ball back to the offense. Blue Springs comes out and twins on both sides.
Hands it off to his running back, number 20, DeAndre Thomas there, and he gets about 3 or 4 yards.
Again, Blue Springs trying to get that running game going, but Ray-Pec was there filling that gap, led by number 98, Isaac Cook. Great job filling that gap, blowing up that play before it really had a chance to get going.
Looks like it'll be about 2nd and 7. Pass out to his wide receiver. No, good job there by number 4, Jack Ardito, stopping that up before he got too many yards. It was about a 1-yard pass, so it'll be about 3rd and 5.
Looks like we do have a flag on the play. Great job by Jack Ardito, recognizing early that it was a screen pass and really shot that gap and made explosive tackle on the screenplay, broke that up early before it had a chance to develop. And it looks like they're going to get Ardito for maybe leading with his head and cutting the legs out from under him. Maybe a spear call there. Yes, it is. Wow. Big penalty for the Panthers right there. I think that'll be enough to give Blue Springs a first down, and it will be.
Yep. Blue Springs got a first down.
Great play by Ardito. I don't really see how they could call that. Didn't look like he necessarily got his head all the way down. Looked like a good, clean undercut to me. But
yeah, that's what I saw too. It would be 1st and 10 for the Blue Springs Wildcats on their own 42-yard line. Drops back, looking for him. Oh, he takes it, runs, and we'll get the first down. But good job by number 3, Gunnar Griffin there, stopping the run. But number 17, quarterback Maloney will get about 10 or 11 yards there on his rush.
Yeah, Maloney did a good job. He wanted a screen pass out to the right side. They had double screens going on both sides of the ball. It wasn't there, and there was a lot of pressure applied early by that Ray-Pec defensive line. So Maloney made the smart decision, went ahead and took off, and really made something out of nothing. Ended up getting Blue Springs a first down. And again, Blue Springs seems to be picking up steam on the offensive side of the football. Looks like someone has called a timeout. I believe it was Ray-Pec. Maybe going to settle that defense down. They started out hot. Maybe Coach Martin's going to talk to his defense here, get them regrouped, ready. They've probably seen enough from Blue Springs to know what they're going to do for the rest of the game. So just going to talk his defense down and get them refocused here. Looks like Ray-Pec defense taking the field, looking to try to get their offense one more shot at the football. Look for Coach Martin to be aggressive here before the end of the half, dial up some blitzes, send his 2 great backers, Bowen, Hembry, and also number 34, McIntosh in there. He's been making some plays tonight as well. And really rely on that great secondary who had a great week last week to keep in a man coverage and maybe send some blitzes after him, try to get a turnover here before the half.
Yeah, we got 2:02 left in the half. Your Panthers are up 33-7. Maloney in the shotgun. Oh, and he gets number 33, Parker Bowen, 2 jump off sides.
Good hard count by Maloney. And just as I said, Coach Martin trying to maybe dial up a blitz there, try to get something happening there. And Parker Bowen, who is a great linebacker, usually doesn't make mistakes like that, just trying to get a jump on the gun, maybe been studying that cadence all night long, and Maloney went ahead and brought out the hard count and got him for a fly right there.
It will be about 1st and 5 on the Panthers' 41-yard line. Maloney back in the shotgun again, gives it off to his running back, number 20, DeAndre Harris, and he gets about 2 or 3 yards before he gets tripped up there.
Isaac Cook was in there once again making a play for the Panthers. Really good job by that Ray-Pec defensive line, blowing up these ISOs, making Maloney and Blue Springs have to throw the football here before the end of the half.
Yep, it is about 3rd and 2 or 3, and he connects to number 9, Isaac Harkness, for about a 7 or 8 yard gain.
It looks like they did get the first down there. Great job by the Ray-Pec defensive backfield flowing to the football after the catch, but it doesn't look like Blue Springs wants to test the deep ball on this Ray-Pec secondary after their big week last week, hitting a lot of screens, slants, and short hitches here.
Quarterback lined up in the shotgun, drops back, passes, tripped. Number 2 from your Panthers there. Grant Cody, Martwan, Grant Cody knocked it up there.
Yeah, as I say that, of course, Blue Springs goes ahead and takes their first shot of the football game, but Martwan Cody was having none of that. Great coverage on the play. The ball was intended for Demarius Walker. Had a one-on-one matchup, and Martwan won that. So great job by that Ray-Pec secondary again, limiting these deep shots and going to make Blue Springs either run the football or just hit those short routes.
I agree. It is about 2nd and 10 on the 30-yard line. Maloney back in the gun. Looks for and he throws a pick. Gunnar Griffin, it looks like, got a pick, and he could take it back. He could go all the way. Gets a block here, and
what athleticism by Griffin.
He's slicing it out. And Gunnar Griffin, that a boy, an interception for about 80 yards. He got knocked up there by number 19, Demarius Walker there. But if not, I could see him having another pick six, second week in a row now.
Again, great job carrying over from the momentum from last week. Great job by that Ray-Pec secondary. Looked like Maloney wanted to go to another one of those deep slants because Ray-Pec's playing a little bit of zone here. And it looks like Maloney just overshot his receiver.
The technical difficulties here.
It looks like there maybe was a flag on the return, but nonetheless, great job by Gunnar Griffin. And there was Hawley back to pass. Looking for Doss again.
It bounced off his helmet. Good job there by number 24, defensive back Chase Bryant there to knock it up.
Great job by Bryant on that one-on-one coverage. So far, Doss has had his way with Bryant, but Bryant finally wins the one-on-one matchup. Before the technical difficulties, we didn't quite see the flag there, but nonetheless, a great return on the INT by Gunnar Griffin. But with the penalty, the Panthers are going to have a little bit longer to go.
49 seconds left here in the half. It's 33-7 your Panthers. Hawley drops back, looking deep down the field. He finds number 11 tight end Tucker Miller down there for about a 25-yard gain.
There's another big game for the Panthers. Great job by Hawley, biding time, getting out of the pocket a little bit. Looks like they're going to go hurry up here, get them reset, not use the timeout yet.
About 35 seconds there. Clock is running. And it looks like he finds Weston Ropp. He was not there paying attention there. He drops a tough pass there. 32 seconds left in the half. Your Panthers are up 33-7.
Looking like he was looking for what he found Ropp for the big 76-yard touchdown against Rockhurst last week. A little glance or post route over the middle there and a little bit of miscommunication. But nonetheless, on the last play, great job by Hawley reading, getting out of the pocket a little bit, going through all those progressions there as you saw him moving around, using his eyes, and finally found Miller over the middle for a big gain. But after that incompletion, it's second down for the Panthers. On
their Blue Springs is 42. Hawley drops back. Looks like he has some room to run, and he will try and find number 13, Weston Ropp. Just out of reach. He barely dropped it. It looks like it will be 3rd and 10.
Great job. Hawley's been doing a fantastic job using his feet tonight and getting out of the pocket and making some really accurate throws on the run. And again, he made another one. Great job getting out of the pocket. Looks like Ropp was really trying to get open. He did finally get open, but maybe not at full speed there when Hawley threw in the pass.
About 25 seconds left here in the half, and I feel like Hawley's really kept a lot of plays open by getting out of the pocket. Looks like he rolls out again here. Thomas Fager gets a good block. He will find Jaden Dawson on the field for about a 10-yard gain. Looks like he
did get a first down as the clock stops. That's Ray-Pec's bread and butter, a little comeback play. Great read by Hawley, and as you mentioned, great block on the edge by Thomas Fager, really biding Conrad time to roll out to his left. Timeout by the Panthers.
There is about 18 seconds left here in the half.
Almost costly right there. Doss maybe could have got out of bounds right there, saved the Panthers a timeout, but nonetheless, great play, great comeback by Doss. He's been winning his one-on-one matchups all night, still doing it right now, and getting the job done. But a great pickup there for the Panthers. They're in a position for, I believe, a field goal, but I think Coach James and the Panthers, right, and Martin and the Panthers here are thinking more than just 3. We got 18 seconds left in there here in the half. Ray-Pec's going to come out and gun with Fager to his left and trips to the right side. Probably going to look for Doss or Miller here. Looks like the middle of the field's wide open.
Yeah, I think he's going to look there for Westner up on his right side there, coming across the middle.
Watch for Miller over the middle. He's got him.
Oh, he had Miller and, fumble, interception. The ball is loose. It looked like an incomplete pass. He was going forward.
Man, Blue Springs left the middle of the field open, and number 11, Tucker Miller, was running free. Look for James to maybe come back to that play later in the game when Blue Springs lines up in that defense. But Hawley didn't quite see him, so that's going to set up the Panthers with, I believe, 3rd down here, Riley.
Yes, reminder, senior night is at halftime. I believe the band will be playing.
Looks like the Panthers are coming out in their pro set.
Got to look for Jaden Doss here, don't you? Oh, he has Philip Fager on a quick pass there. Philip Fager will try and get a first down, but it looks like he came up short. It will be about 4th and 1, and we got probably about under 10 seconds left here in the half.
I believe the Panthers just took a timeout. Great job by Hawley. Even though it's the end of the half, you want to get that shot in, but nothing was there. Made the smart play, checked it down to Fager. Fager maybe could have gotten out of bounds right there, but nonetheless, good job getting upfield, getting all the yards he could, and the Panthers still had timeouts to spare. And it looks like that will put them in field goal range as the holder, Gunnar Griffin, is out, and Trey Kudrin, the kicker, is out. So it looks like Panthers are going to go for another 3 here at the end of the half.
It will be about a 38-yard field goal. .37-yard, and it is up, and it is no good.
Just short. It was about a 37-yard field goal, but that will conclude the half, folks. Your Panthers are up 33-7. We'll be back with you shortly after the band performance.
At this time, we would like to recognize the Panther Pride Marching Band seniors. As we announce their names, we ask each family to stand and be recognized as well. for the announcement of the Ray-Pec Marching Band Seniors. First of all, the Raymore-Peculiar High School Color Guard. Standing for Gabriella Bolt, David Bolt. Standing for Olivia Sharp, Vince Sharp, Jessica Scott, and Aaron Sharp. And now the marching band. Standing for Jesse Beneke, Arla Beneke, and Jeff Beneke. Standing for Aiden Bowes, Tanya and John Bowes. Standing for Noah Bruton, Chris Bruton and Brandy Bruton. Standing for Elijah Buchan, Sandra Caswell and David Caswell. Standing for Sage Buckley, John Buckley and Jenny Buckley. Standing for Noah Chapman, Chris Chapman, Keith Chapman. Standing for Stephen Clapp, Danny Clapp and Thea Clapp. Standing for Jackson Dennis, Jenna Collier and Jeremy Collier. Standing for Justin Elliott, Keith and Angela Elliott. Standing for Kelly Fleek, Michael and Hillary Fleek. Standing for Matthew Franzen, Faith Franzen and Chuck Franzen. Standing for Kirsten Grant, Ron Grant and Lynette Grant. Standing for Lucian Howlett, Aaron and Katie Howlett. Standing for Lila Manning, Andrea Manning and Matt Manning. Standing for Aaron Mitchell, Richard Mitchell and Rebecca Mitchell. Standing for Matthew Peterson, Candy Peterson and Daryl Peterson. Standing for Chloe Pritchard, Tamara Pritchard and Randall Pritchard. Standing for McKenna Sloan, Sandy Sloan and Michael Sloan. Standing for Hayden Smith, Evie Smith and Brian Smith. Standing for Tristan Vitti, Robin Bellamy, Bob Bellamy, Daniel Vitti and Ilana Vitti. Standing for Colton Westjuice, Bert and Trina Westjuice. Standing for Allison Whittemore, Lori Mason. Thank you, Ray-Pec Band Seniors. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's time for the Panther Pride Marching Band's 2020 fall performance. The band will be performing Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk, Bad Guy by Billie Eilish, and our school fight song. Directors are Jennifer Gibson, Dylan Jarrett, Graham Decker, Zach Shoup, Jen Stranemeyer, and student teacher Blaine Cerna. Drum majors Kelly Fleek, Kirsten Grant, and Gracie Reynolds. Is your band ready? Panther Pride Band, you may take the field in halftime performance. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. And let's hear it again for the Ray-Pec High School Marching Band.
Welcome back. This is our halftime show. My name is Riley Hunsaker, and I'm joined alongside in the booth with Seth Wansing. So Seth, the Panthers have had a really successful first quarter. What's been the key in the first quarter?
The key's been the Ray-Pec offense and defense, just both sides of the ball playing really well. On the defensive side, that defensive line and linebacking core has been fantastic. Blue Springs has really tried to run some ISO and stretch plays, and the Ray-Pec defensive front seven has had none of it. As far as the defensive backfield, picking right up where they left off last week. Gunnar Griffin with a pick, again for 2 straight weeks. And as you saw, Blue Springs was really not trying to take any deep shots besides that one down the field that Martwan Cooley broke up. So, not trying to test the secondary too much, so great overall performance by the defense.
Yeah, Conrad, sorry to cut you off. Conrad Hawley and his offense, though, they have had a really good night, and hopefully we're looking for more in the second half.
Yeah, expect a lot more dose of the running game in the second half, but as far as the offensive side of the ball goes for the second half, Conrad Hawley has been on fire. 2 touchdowns, putting together drive wells, leading his team down the field, making audible calls at the line, getting the offensive line their call, making sure they're in the right protection. Just a great overall game by Conrad Hawley. Had that one interception, but that was just him trying to make a play. Conrad, as you mentioned earlier, and as we've seen, has been really good on his feet tonight as well. Extending plays, a few big runs here and there. Great job by the offensive line. And then obviously Jaden Doss has had a huge night on the receiving end.
He's had himself
ran the opening kickback. And then Philip Fager and his brother Thomas Fager have done a great job carrying the load for the running backs. Had some big runs, picked up some key first downs on short yardage situations. So going into the second half with a big lead, look for Ray-Pec to maybe give them a big dose of the Fager brothers, kind of run out the clock. And maybe that'll set up some play action a little bit more, and that'll create one-on-one coverages like they had in the first half.
Yeah, because if they can just get those, or if Doss can get him and the defensive back just one-on-one, it'll be just more of the first half basically, unless they kind of switch that up, don't you think?
Yeah, it will. And for the Blue Springs side of the football and Danny White, new head coach Danny White, they got to get something going. They got to find something. They had a couple of good drives there at the end of the half, but they got to find something different besides that ISO and slant play, just because of the fact that those two are kind of locked up, and Ray-Pec is keen on that. If I were Danny White, I got to open up this offense a little bit. It's early in the season. It's a new head coach. It's a turnover. Maybe they don't quite have the offense down, but you got to open it up. Start taking some shots because you have nothing to lose. They're down 33-7. They need a big play. They need a spark. And Maloney has shown some flashes of some good throws and maybe taking off and running and using his feet a little bit, but they just need more. They got to put something together and keep some sort of momentum on the offense and the defensive side of the football. They got to make an adjustment. If they send a safety over to Doss, Miller and Rop are wide open right there over in the middle. They really can't find anything to stop any point of Ray-Pec's offense right now. I'll be interested to see what kind of adjustments they make. They're running a 34 defense right now. Maybe go to a 4-4 stack to try to limit that run game, and then maybe just try to trust that their corners can make plays on the outside. But it'll be interesting to see what adjustments Danny White and the Wildcats make here.
Yeah, because like you were saying, I mean, DeAndre Thomas, running back, he's just been kind of stopped up by everything because that powerful defensive line we have with Ethan George, Isaac Cook, Tyler Shuey, and Colton McElliott, they're kind of a wall up there, don't you think?
Yeah, they have been. Isaac Cook has had a great game tonight, filling gaps, blowing up plays. Haven't seen a lot of Ethan George yet. Obviously, with all his recognition and big playability, they've been double-teaming him a lot, making sure that Ethan George hasn't been involved in the game. But that has led to opportunities for Cook, for McElliott, and for the other members of that defensive line. So the defensive line is doing a good job taking care of Ethan George's popularity, would you say, and them having to double team him. So look for more plays out of the Ray-Pec defense in the second half, and let's see if Blue Springs can get something going on the offensive side of the football.
Yeah, sounds good.
But on the other side, Ray-Pec has got – Coach James isn't going to take his foot off the gas pedal at all. I know Coach Martin – 20 seconds till the game gets going back here in a minute. Looks like we're about to line up for a kick here. But, yeah, like I was saying, Coach Martin is going to have that defense riled up, ready to go. He's looking to get 2-0 as a head coach for the Ray-Pec Panthers. And Coach James is just going to keep that foot on the gas pedal. Maybe run the football a little bit more.
Yeah, run that
but
clock a little bit.
as we've seen, running the football for Ray-Pec has been just as effective as throwing that ball. So look for a big dose of the Fager brothers, and it looks like we are about to get going for the second half.
Looks like they got a great start on a good way to 2-0 in the season.
Yeah, they're on their way to a 2-0 start, but you have to finish football games. You got to have that mentality that it's 0-0. You can't let up, because while they are struggling, Blue Springs has made adjustments too. Just because you're up big, you got to make adjustments as well. They were getting beat a little bit on those short slants and those screen plays a little bit, and that stretch play got them on a touchdown down in the red zone.
Yeah, and
so
defensive-wise, they kind of started to put another guy there on Doss, because you didn't see too much of him there in the second quarter, because they started putting another guy on him. What do you think about that?
So, I mean, obviously that's the right move. Jaden Doss had been blowing them up for some really big plays and kind of forced Blue Springs' hand, but Miller, Ropp, Teal, and the other group of receivers besides Doss did a fantastic job of getting open and winning their one-on-one matchups that were created by them putting a safety over Doss and maybe putting some extra coverage on him. But like I said, you got to stay up with the game. Even though you're up 33-6, it's 0-0 for Ray-Pec coming out. Come out and maybe put another 30 on the board. Make a statement that you just won a Suburban Gold Conference six game by 30 or 40 points. But you got to make the adjustments, because you know Danny White and the Blue Springs Wildcats are going to make their adjustments as well. So it'll be interesting to see what both teams do to either Blue Springs go ahead and catch up, or Ray-Pec going ahead and keeping that lead and keeping the pedal down. And it looks like we are about to get going here as Clote has the ball teed up for the Panthers, and the Wildcats are about to have their team back ready to receive. So we're about to get the second half going here, Riley.
There we go.
Clote kicks it away. A little short bouncer to about the 10-yard line.
Picks it up. Yep, picks it
Oh,
up at the
great
10.
tackle. Not really sure who that was down there, but a great form tackle down there by one of the outside guys on the left side of Ray-Pec's return. Ray-Pec defense coming out, looking to continue their great momentum so far. You see big number 99, Ethan George, Isaac Cook out there. 97, Tyler Shuey's been in there tonight. Blue Springs, Maloney comes out in the gun. 2 running backs to his left. ISO to the right. Good little gain there. Good way to start out the half. Oh, the ball was free. Was he down? It looks like they're all going to call the ball carrier down. I believe the ball carrier for Blue Springs was number 5, Carson Willage, but a good little start there for the half for the Wildcats, getting about a 7-yard gain there. Blue Springs once again comes out in the gun. Maloney with a guy to his left and behind him. Looks like there was a flag on the play. Looks like we got offsides on the defense. That's going to give Blue Springs enough for a first down here.
And some updates on scores here around the KC metro area. Liberty is playing Liberty North. Liberty is winning 17-14. Lee Summit North is playing Lee Summit. They are winning 27-14. Park Hill and Rockhurst, it's actually a 3-0 game. Rockhurst is winning 3-0. Lee Summit West is beating Blue Springs South 21-7. The Belton and Ruskin game did not play tonight. It got canceled. We're still not sure kind of what happened there on with that game. And then Fort Osage and Staley. Staley is winning 28-6.
And as Riley was reading off the scores there. Blue Springs came out in a pistol set and went back to that stretch play that they scored on earlier in the half, but the Ray-Pec defensive line was having none of it. Jeremy Sharp was back there. Isaac Cook was back there again. So going to be 2nd and 10 here second and 11 for the Wildcats.
Maloney rolls out, and it looks like number 40. Oh, he escapes a tackle, but it then looks like Ethan George now. He made a good stop there. He tackled him, and he kept him from the first down. Did you think, Seth?
Yeah, they did. Great job by the Ray-Pec defense. First off, great penetration by number 97, Tyler Shuey, forcing Maloney out of the pocket. And then when Maloney got out there, number 41, Ben Eisen, did a good job keeping him contained. And he missed a tackle, but he kind of kept him inside and didn't let him get to that sideline. And then big number 99, Ethan George, came in and finished off the play, setting up the Wildcats with a 3rd and about 8 here.
Maloney in the shotgun steps back, and it looks like he will connect to number 17, I believe. Number 13, Xavier Lloyd.
Yeah, great rush, great coverage by the Ray-Pec defense. Just an even better play by Lloyd and Maloney. Maloney rolled to his left, made a great crossbody Patrick Mahomes style throw, and gunned it in there to Xavier Lloyd. And Blue Springs has some momentum here on this drive.
1st and 10. He gives it out to the running back, DeAndre Thomas, but he gets nothing. I actually think he lost the yard. The line did a good job there, don't you think?
Yes, they did. They tried to run that ISO again and again. Isaac Cook was having absolutely none of it. Great job recognizing that ISO out of the pistol set, and great job blowing that up, wrapping the legs up, and making sure that the running back didn't get any further.
I believe it was about 2nd and 11 on the Wildcats 47.
Be interested to see if maybe Blue Springs tries to get the passing game going. They've had a little success with it, but so far, none doing in either side in the running game.
Looks like Maloney will drop back the pass, finds his receiver, number 19 on that. But good job by number 2, Martwan. That was a good job there, don't you think, Seth?
Once again, not wanting to test that secondary. They did try to get that passing going, but again, number 2, Martwan Cody, was having none of that little screen pass. Looks like Blue Springs is just trying to get their athletes out in space, trying to hit them on short little routes and let them do the work. But their DBs are having the Ray-Pec defensive backfield continues to have a great season and is having none of it so far. Maloney back to pass.
Finds number 7, but good job there by number 3, Gunnar Griffin, to break up the pass. That was a good play, don't you think, Seth?
Awesome read by Gunnar Griffin. Again, that defensive backfield making plays. They tried to run a little go and out concept. Number 7, Dalshawn Staley, was open on that out route. But, again, Gunnar Griffin was there, made a great read, let his safety pick up that go route, and broke up the pass from Dalshawn Staley. And it looks like the Wildcats are going to punt here.
About 4th and 10. Probably a good decision. Looks like fair catch there by number 4, Jack Ardito. Probably a good decision there, don't you think, Seth?
Yeah, good decision. The Blue Springs punt coverage was down there quick, but looked like Blue Springs did have a little momentum. Maybe made some adjustments trying to work that stretch game a little bit more, and they kept on trying to run that football. They look like they still don't want to test that Ray-Pec secondary. Good 3-and-out by the Ray-Pec defense, and now Colley in the offense gets another shot at it to put some more points on the board.
Looks like Conrad Hawley lines up under center and gives it to number 6, Philip Fager, who gets about 3 to 4 yards on that play.
Yeah, a little toss play to the left. Fager did a good job really making something out of nothing there. Looked like the Blue Springs defense flowed well, recognized the toss right away. But Fager did a good job using a little bit of elusiveness and a little cut inside and got about a 3 or 4 yard gain out of it.
Conrad Hawley lines up in the shotgun with Fager there in the background. You think they'll hand it off here?
Nope, gonna pass. Oh, they
Oh,
are
they
gonna
do
hand it off.
to
Good
Philip Fager.
pass.
Looks like he will get the first down. Looks like
It
he
is a first down.
had about a 6-yard rush on that play and a 4-yard rush on the play before that.
Little delayed handoff. Good job by Hawley there, really slowing the delay, using his eyes, acting like he's going to throw the football, and then hand it off to Fager, and Fager did the work from there, continuing his good night running the football.
It is 1st and 10 on Ray-Pec's 35-yard line.
Blue Springs still playing man-to-man coverage on the outside.
Looks like they'll give it off to number 23.
Nick Carr, first time we've really seen him tonight. Nice little ISO play to the left side. Good job by the left side of the offensive line again. Nice little game there for the Panthers. Like I said during that halftime show, probably just going to run the ball here for a bit. Take care of the football. Don't turn it over. Don't allow a silly comeback from Blue Springs, and maybe open it back up as that opportunity presents itself.
Yep, Nick Carr got about a 3-yard gain on that. It'll set up about 2nd and 7. Hawley again handed off to Fager, and he's got some room on the outside. Cuts and gets about another 3 yards, so it should be about 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 here.
Yeah, it looks like they ran counter to the right side that time with Fager and really nowhere to go. Good job by the Blue Springs. Looks like safety and corner and linebacker on that left side, really keeping that outside contained and forcing Fager to cut back inside right back into their defensive help. Looks like Blue Springs has adjusted to Ray-Pec's run game a little bit. So maybe a good adjustment there in the locker room by the Wildcats here, setting up Ray-Pec with a 3rd and about 3.
I think he's going to look for his tight end there on the left. Or he could hand it off to Fager, and it looks like Fager will get the first down. About a 3-yard gain there, 3 or 4-yard gain there for him.
As we expected, a big dose of Philip Fager this has so far. Great job making that cut, getting upfield, because there was some good penetration originally. Fager broke that tackle, made a cut, and just dropped his shoulder. As we know, Fager's a really hard runner, not afraid to drop the shoulder, and that's ultimately what led him being able to get a first down was his tough running right there. Ray-Pec really running the football here as we expected, trying to drain some clock, just trying to get to that victory formation as soon as they can here.
1st and 10 here on the 49. Pitch out to Fager, and he will drop his shoulder and maybe get one.
Yeah, toss play to the right again, trying to get a dose of Fager going, but this time great flow by the linebacker, Tiandre Forbush. That was one of the first guys on the tackle there for Blue Springs. And, yeah, I mean, Ray-Pec's getting some good runs in there, but also, like I said, Blue Springs is really starting to bulk up a little bit, man up, and stop the run.
Yeah, I think they made a few changes there at halftime.
Looks like Ray-Pec's going to come out in the gun.
About 2nd and 9.
Fager to his right.
Hand off to Fager once again, but the defensive line did a really good job there. Number 41 for Blue Springs there. Caleb Starr, he really sniffed out that play.
Yeah, Starr did a good job filling the gap, but once again, one of the bright spots for Blue Springs tonight has been big number 70 on the defensive line, Bo Stevens. He really blew up that play on the left side, forced Fager to cut back in, and Starr was there to fill the gap and make the play.
Conrad and Hawley all alone there in the backfield. Oh, he drops back low. He's extending the play a little bit. He's got Tucker Miller there, and he looks like he found him for about a 6-yard gain. It looks like it's going to be about 4th and 4, 4th and 3. And here comes the punt team.
Yeah, nevertheless, even though, I mean, that's a big momentum gainer here for Blue Springs, finally getting one of their first 3 and outs of the game. But, again, good job by Hawley using his feet, extending the play as long as he could, and good job by Miller coming back for a catch there. Fager back to punt for the Panthers.
And a pretty good punt here. Looks like Blue Springs will fair catch it and caught it at about the 11.
Nice punt there by Fager, making sure that Blue Springs kind of gets their field position flipped. Let's see if Blue Springs maybe airs it out here a little bit. Found a little bit of success last drive on it. And let's see if Ray-Pec's defense stays keyed in and locked down like they have been all game.
And the score is 33-7 with about 3:45 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, it wasn't a scoring drive, and it wasn't as explosive as it has been all night for Ray-Pec on the offensive side of the ball. But one thing it did do is it ran that clock down. They used about 4 or 5 minutes of clock there in that quarter. So just, nothing big, nothing special like we saw in the first half, but a good, effective drive as far as draining the clock down and getting closer and closer to 2-0. Coach Martin there talking to his defense. Coach Martin looks like he has well prepped his Panthers as he is taking over in his regime as head coach of the Ray-Pec Panthers, taking over for Tom Cruise.
Two big kind of things this week. Ethan Woodfine actually got the Hy-Vee Player of the Week, and Tyson King got the Mike Metzger award there. What do you think, Seth?
Yeah, Ethan Woodfine was obviously deserving with 2 interceptions last week, and then Tyson King got the game ball from Farmers Insurance and local businessman Mike Metzger, which is always a great honor that they do every week.
Looks like they'll hand it off to the running back number 20. DeAndre Thomas, and he'll get about a 4-yard gain. It will be second and about 5 or 6.
Again, Blue Springs going back to that inside running again. Good penetration by that defensive line. Good job by Thomas, maybe breaking out and getting an extra yard or two, but good job by Ray-Pec's linebackers filling and making sure he didn't get any further.
Looks like Maloney will drop back, finds number 13. Oh, and a drop pass there by number 13, Xavier Lloyd. But I think he felt some pressure there by Gunnar Griffin there maybe?
No, that was actually Jacob Quest in there on the breakup. But I do understand what you were saying. I do think Lloyd, as we receivers like to say, we heard footsteps. It's always a risky game. You got to be a tough guy to run that slant across the middle, and Blue Springs has hit that to Lloyd a couple times tonight, but good job by Jacob Quest there making the big hit and breaking up the pass play.
I think we got about 3rd and 6 here, kind of looking for the same thing here. Maloney drops back, kind of rolls out there, finds his receiver. No, he finds nobody. A good tip pass there by number 98, Isaac Cook.
Yeah, but the real good play right there was Demetrius Walker, number 7 for the Panthers. Went on a blitz, had early pressure as well, forced Maloney out of the pocket, and again there was to put a big hit on Maloney, kind of forced a bad throw, and then Cook with the tip as well. So that will another 3 and out forced by the Panthers defense, just still being tough and strong on that run game, and DBU kind of mentality there for the Ray-Pec defensive backfield.
Really shutting down the pass game too, and
it is a no-fly zone tonight in Raymore-Peculiar.
And that's that. Then they have to go to the run, but then our defensive line up front's just really shutting it down. Pretty good punt
here.
there.
Maybe some time for a
Griffin
return.
Back to catch it. Oh, and he dodges the guy. He could go. Gets tripped up there by number 2 for Blue Springs, Lamar Tusop. That was about a 20-yard return there, don't you think, Seth, for Gunnar Griffin?
Yeah, great return for Gunnar Griffin. Like we said, there's going to be risk versus reward moments in that football game. That was a risk moment, but Gunnar got the big reward out of that. Maybe not the most returnable punt in the world, but Gunnar showed his athleticism as he did earlier on that interception return, and shows you why this coaching staff loves Gunnar Griffin so much and why he's such a great player. Made a guy miss and got a big return out of it.
Conrad Hawley takes over on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, hands it off to Fager, and he'll get pushing. He gets about – oh, he's still going. What a guy. He turned a play where he should have got about 6 yards into about 16.
My goodness gracious, where do I start on this play? What an awesome play. First off, it was a counter to the right by Fager, and great job by that right side offensive line, and then great job by Fager, like we've mentioned earlier, tough runner, dropping that shoulder, getting the extra yard. And then Fager kept on fighting, and the cavalry came to kind of push him forward and get a bunch of extra yards. Great team play.
They're probably going to give it to him here again. And Fager gets tripped up, pushing, and I think he got stopped up about the 1, so he got about a 2-yard gain. But if you talk about that last run he had, I thought he was going to be stopped up about 6 yards, but he just went for about 10 more.
Yeah, Fager's a tough guy, tough runner, ain't afraid. Not the biggest in build, but a strong runner, strong guy in general. and just dropped his shoulder and got a bunch of extra yards there. And again, looked like they were going to have him for a loss, but Fager broke a tackle, used his strong legs, and got a yard out of it. Going right back to him here.
Give it to him again. Pitches it, but he gets to the outside, cuts back in the middle. Could push. It looks like, again, got stopped up there. Just didn't get anything on that one.
Yeah, Blue Springs they've gone from their 34 defense to a 4-4, which they always do in the red zone this year. And they're kind of stiffening up here a little bit, shutting Fager down. But again, looked like they had Fager stopped in the backfield, maybe a few missed blocks there in the backfield. But Fager made a cut, dropped his shoulder, and maybe got a half a yard or so on that play. So Philip Fager really playing strong right now.
I think they'll go back to him here, even though Conrad Holly will be going out of the shotgun.
Maybe a little play action here, quick slant.
Do hand it off to Philip Fager, and he will. He got in. That a boy. Philip Fager with about a 2-yard run. Conrad Holly went out of the shotgun there, and he just handed it off to him, and he let him do the work.
Yeah, again, went back to that RPO ISO play. And again, Philip Fager, tough running, dropping his shoulder and fighting and clawing his way into the end zone for the Ray-Pec touchdown. And it looks like they're going to go for the PAT here, Riley. But again, that whole drive and touchdown was set up by the Gunnar Griffin return. Again, risk versus reward. He took that risk, tried to fight for extra yards, and ended up making a great return out of it, and that put the Panthers automatically in the red zone and set them up for a great touchdown. Great drive for Fager as well.
Quote here for the PAT, and it looks like it is good. And that will give your Panthers a score of 42-7, leading the Blue Springs Wildcats with 1:05 left in the quarter. Like you can see there, it is 42-7.
Yeah, again, just Panthers keep on piling it on with the rushing game. Didn't see a lot of throwing there, as we expected. Not a lot of throwing the ball around the yard, but again, even though that great return by Griffin set them up in the red zone, the Panthers still took off about a minute or two off the clock. So just great drive, great running game, great execution by everyone all around by the Ray-Pec offense.
As you can see, they're not really your normal crowd there due to COVID. We do have to social distance. So, the few lucky people that did get in, they are social distancing
and enjoying a great game at that, as their Panthers are up 40-7.
Kick is in the way. Kicks it to the same spot every time. Just really feeds to that guy. Number 7. He did a pretty good job there. Number 7, Deshaun Staley. What'd you see there, Seth?
Yeah, that was actually number 7 for Ray-Pec, Demetrius Walker, flying down there and making the tackle. Good form tackle, wrapped up the legs and made a great play. Again, special teams has been a key part of Ray-Pec tonight too, and they've had a great special teams play all night long.
Looks like that powerful defense that has really kept Blue Springs to a minimum today is coming out on the field. What do you think has been their key today here, Seth?
Stopping the run. Blue Springs has been known to want to run the football, and they've shut that down and forcing Maloney to throw in there, and they just don't have the passing game going. So all around good performance by the defense.
Maloney will hand it off to number 20. He's got some room to run, and he gets about a 10-yard gain there. Number 20, DeAndre Thomas. That will set up 1st and 10.
That was actually number 2, Lamana Tapaso, who had the carry there. And finally, Blue Springs gets that running game going. Another stretch play. That's been one of the only run plays that have worked for them tonight. And they executed it well right there. Nice gap by the left side of the offensive line and a big game for the Wildcats.
Like they're going to go right back to him, and he found another gap, and he'll get about 3 yards on that gain.
Yeah, went back to the run game again, this time to the right side, and there was a pretty decent-sized gap there, but great job by number 41, Ben Inez, getting off his block and making a good, nice tackle, making sure that Tapaso didn't get any further.
And it looks like that will wrap up the third quarter. Your Panthers will lead the Blue Springs Wildcats 40-7.
Yeah, during the break, cool little story about the guy who just made the tackle and who's had a great game overnight, Ben Inez. Ben is actually a homeschooled kid who talked his mom and his parents into playing this year, and cool little story there. And glad that he's out there making plays, taking full advantage of his opportunity. It's the fourth quarter now. It's 40-7. This game is all but finished. Don't want to make any too rash predictions yet, but looks like the Panthers have a good stranglehold on this game. Blue Springs, if they have any hope at all left, they gotta air it out at some point tonight. These little screens and slants aren't working anymore. Ray-Pec is keened in on that. They have a few good run plays here and there, but it's just not consistent enough. They're gonna have to test that great Ray-Pec defensive secondary.
I mean, Ray-Pec, or on the offensive side, you just got to keep feeding Philip Baker, don't you?
No, I completely agree. Keep running that clock down, get to that victory formation, take a knee, and get to 2-0. But here comes Blue Springs back out on the field trying to get something going. Coming out in the pistol here.
Looks like he will hand it off to he's got some room to run. A good gain there by Tapasoa. He got, I'd say about, what'd you say, about 18 yards on that play?
15 to 18 there on that play. And, again, going back to that stretch play, they've had some success with that tonight, went to it, and good job by the left side offensive line, keeping that defensive end squeezed in and opening the lane on the outside. Great block by the receiver out there, Xavier Lloyd. So Blue Springs might have something cooking here again coming out in the pistol.
I think they're going to go right back to him. Yep, they do. And, good effort there by number 29, Jake Quest there, kind of making that play, don't you think?
Yeah, but again, back to that stretch play. They got something cooking with that. And again, great job by that offensive line, but also good job by number 7, Dalshon Staley for Blue Springs, keeping his hold on that block and opening up a little crease there for Tapaso to cut in and get a big gain out of that.
Number 33, Parker Bowen, almost tackled him there, but looks like he escaped his tackle. Looks like Maloney will drop back looking for his receivers short, and he will complete a pass and look tied up here. About to number 9, Isaac Harkness, his first one of the night, I believe, for about a gain of about 6 or 7.
There's that slant play. Seems to be slant and screen as their Blue Springs bread and butter in the passing game. They have it. They haven't. The secondary's done a good job breaking that up, but that time they had a nice little completion there for a first down. Good tackle by Jay Quest.
Maloney drops back again, looking to air it out down the side, and touchdown Blue Springs by number 13, Xavier Lloyd. That was what'd you see on that, Seth?
Blue Springs finally took another shot, their second one of the game, and this time Lloyd takes advantage of it. He tripped up on the first one, but this time Lloyd made a great play on that jump ball. Nice ball from Maloney to the front pylon of the end zone. Good coverage by Ethan Woodfine, but hey, you can't win them all. He was still right there, but Maloney won that jump ball.
Blue Springs will set it for the PAT. And the kick is up. No, it's blocked. It was blocked. Good job there by number 97, Tyler Shuey. Now, what'd you see there, Seth?
Again, Matt Copeland's special teams were well prepared tonight with the pooch kicks, the returns, the kickoff coverage. Just everything has been a well-oiled machine on special teams tonight. And another great play on special teams right there for the Panthers. So now, after that score by Lloyd, it is now 40-13, Ray-Pec.
I think we had about 10:31 here left in the fourth quarter. Blue Springs did get their second touchdown of the night, so that will make it 40-14. Looks like Baker will be back on the kick, him and Jaden Doss, I believe. Number 84, Eli Uman, back to kick. Pretty good kick there. Looks like it will
Looks like Jack Ardito
Yeah,
on
looks
the
like Jack
return.
Ardito, and he's got an opening. Oh, and he got tripped up. Good play there by number 23 for Blue Springs, Jordan Worley.
Great stop by Worley, but again, nice special teams play there from the Panthers as well. Ardito, again, taking that little pooch kick to the left corner and making something out of it. Nice little 10 or 15-yard return there by Ardito, showing off his athleticism. Holly and the Panthers back out for another drive. Again, look for a heavy dose of the Fager brothers here, just trying to melt that clock and get to victory formation.
Looks like Thomas Fager will be in the background with Conrad Holly here. And Holly will actually drop back to pass. Pretty short play there to number 8, Reese Teal, and his first reception of the night. It's about a 3-yard gain.
Great little option route. He either had the option of running a fade or stopping for that hit. Teal made the right decision, chopped his feet, broke down, ran a really clean hitch route, and got a catch there on his senior night.
Would be about 2nd and 7.
Nick Carr now joins the backfield with Holly. Second time seeing him back there tonight.
I assume he's going to hand it off here, don't you think? Yep. Handoff goes to Carr. He's got some room on the outside. Got to get upfield. He got about a gain of about 1 there.
Good job by the right side of the Blue Springs defense, making sure that Carr didn't get all the way outside, especially by number 3, Jonathan Mullins really closed that up quickly, flew to the ball well, and made the tackle.
I'd say about 3rd and 5 here for the Panthers. Looks like they're just running that clock down, really.
Like I said, just trying to melt that time. They're well on their way to 2-0, just trying to ride the rest of this game out.
Holly back in the gun. Looks like he will give it off to Nick Carr again, and he kind of gets stopped up there for a 2-yard loss. Number 5 there, Carson Welch on the stop there.
Yeah, again, just trying to run out that clock. Not looking for anything real special here as Fager and the punt team run out. Just trying to wind that clock down and get to 2-0. Fager back to punt for the Panthers. His punt earlier was nice. Let's see if he can hit one inside the 20 here.
Snap, Fager, pretty good snap, and boots it away. Looks like getting downfield. Fair catch. Fair catch there by the Blue Springs Wildcats. That's a pretty good choice there, don't you think, Seth?
Yeah, obvious choice there is to punt. Mr. Fager really hasn't been busy in the punting department tonight, but he's doing a great job. Big shoes to fill in the kicking game as they lost their great kicker in Gabe Sappington, who did pretty much it all in the kicking game for the Panthers. So Fager, Clote, and Kudrin have done a great job filling in and filling that void that Sappington left. Here they come, Maloney in the gun. Not a lot of under center, hardly if any tonight for the Wildcats. Maloney looking to pass. The ball is out.
Fumble. Recovered by number 7 for your Ray-Pec Panthers, Demetrius Walker. That was a good play by him.
Yeah, great play by Walker to fall on it, but don't do that. That's silly to get into at the end of the game.
Yeah, that's how you get it.
Just let him go.
Yep, let him go. Bring him back.
Be smart. Good job there.
Good job there.
But
by
as I
both
was
teams,
referring to, a guy they're really high on, number 95, Jeremy Sharp, got in there, made a great hit on Maloney, knocked the ball free, and again, Demetrius Walker making another big play tonight, falling on that fumble. Blue Springs right there, probably just taking out a little anger of getting their tail handed to them a little bit. Yeah. Not too pleased. Probably not the outcome they were wanting or expecting tonight. So just a little anger there. Good job by the Panthers getting their teammates out of that and being smart there.
Yeah, Panthers did a good job of calming number 7, Demetrius Walker down there.
Yeah. Looks like Nick James, offensive coordinator, talking to his offense here. Probably just letting them know, take care of that football. We're on our way, cruising to victory here. He's done a great job with that offense tonight and all year long so far in this short, young season. And run out the clock.
Looks like Holly will set up in the backfield, and he will give it off to Nick Carr, who finds an opening there. He gets tripped up. Oh, but touchdown. Good play there by number 23. Good run there, by number 23, Nick Carr.
Again, the Panther running game coming through again. A couple of great run by Nick Carr there, but a couple of key blocks were involved as well. First off, number 40, new fullback in the game, Robbie Park, did a great job coming across the line, picking up that defensive end. And then Reese Teal downfield, holding his block, keeping that lane open just long enough for Carr to make an athletic play and get into the end zone.
Yep, that will put your Panthers up 46-13 with just under 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Lines up, kick is up, and kick is good by number 24, Trey Kudron there. So your Panthers are leading the Blue Springs Wildcats right now, 47-13 with 7:59 left in the game.
Yeah, Panthers well on their way to 2-0. There you see the socially distanced student section. So glad that some of them got to come out and some fans got to come out and enjoy the game. I'm sure those seniors down there on the front row are enjoying get to see their senior night. And for those of you at home, thanks for tuning in, and you're getting to see a great game by your Raymore-Peculiar Panthers.
So Seth, what do you think has been the key in this game? I mean, I feel like their defense has really held up. I mean, only giving up 13 points so far, but their offense. What do you think about that?
As Cloak gets ready to kick, all around the key has just been, total domination. I don't think there's really a key at this point as the score runs higher and higher. Just the defense is playing well, the offense is playing well, special teams playing well. Just a great team game by the Panthers as Cloak boots it away.
A good run back there by number 5 there for Blue Springs, Carson Welch again.
Nice little run back there, but McIntosh, number 34, flew down there and got in on the nice form tackle there for the Panthers. And the Panthers defense comes back in one last time.
Here comes that powerful defensive line. I don't see Ethan George in there, but other than that, it's a pretty powerful line.
Looks like some new faces out here on the field. Logan Cradafil has checked into the game for the Panthers. Jackson Vest is back in the football game for the Panthers. This is going to be important. Some of these guys, it looks like the Panthers have a lot of depth, so some of these guys are going to get in here and build up that depth for closer games in the season. And again, there's that powerful defensive line. Blue Springs tried to run ISO again, but number 97, again, Tyler Shuey was having absolutely none of it. Great job filling that gap and dropping them for a loss, but Blue Springs going hurry up here.
Hurry up here, Malone on the shotgun. He will drop back to pass, rolling out, but number 95, he rolls out, escapes that powerful defensive line. He is running, and he will get the first down and about 4 more after that. So they'll be on their 40-yard line for 1st and 10.
Again, Blue Springs looking for that screenplay. That and the slant has been their only two passing plays tonight besides a couple of deep balls. But great initial pressure by number 95, Jeremy Sharp, and number 93, Logan Credifil was back there. But Maloney did a good job using his feet and making a first down out of it.
Looks like he will drop back the pass again, and he will connect. No, he did not connect his target. For Blue Springs, number 81, Jaden Redmond, he will not complete that pass.
It looked like Maloney wanted to maybe fake or do an RPO there in the back, maybe flared out, and just a little bit of distraction. Maloney tried to make something out of nothing, but good coverage by the Panther secondary.
2nd and 10 on the Blue Springs is 40. And it looks like a pretty good pass there to number 28, Roman Harris II. He's going to get about 7, don't you think?
Yeah, he did. Nice little screenplay there again, going to that screen again. But number 25, Fabian Bilby and number 27, Alex Biondo, did a good job turning that play inside, but unfortunately their defense didn't flow quite as well one of the first times tonight, and the Wildcats got a gain out of it as they're throwing the ball again.
They did get a 1st and 10 on that, and Maloney will run for it a little bit. And pretty good play there by number 7 for your Panthers, Demetrius Walker, to kind of stop up that game there.
Demetrius Walker has been everywhere tonight, but again, nothing there. Great coverage by the Panthers secondary. And Maloney, again, one of the bright spots has been him being able to make plays with his feet tonight, showing a lot of promise, being able to run with using his legs to make some gains here.
Looks like they'll continue. Maloney will drop back here. And it looks like there he is, Ethan George, forcing a fumble there. The Blue Springs Wildcats will recover, but Ethan George there. That's the first big play. Well, he's had a lot of big plays, but that's the first fumble force he's caused today, don't you think?
There he is. We've been waiting for it all game. There's big number 99 late in the game. Ethan George coming up, getting a strip sack. The Wildcats fell on it, but Ethan George getting in there as usual and disrupting the play.
Maloney back in the gun again, and he will drop back the pass. And it looks like he will take it again, and looks like he will get stopped there by number 29, Jake Quest.
Looks like number 34, McIntosh, was there on the original wrap-up, and Quest kind of came in there and helped him finish it off. Again, great penetration by that defensive line, but also, again, Maloney using his feet to get some yards. Blue Springs has something cooking here late in the game. Too little, too late, but nevertheless, good confidence booster going into the next week driving the football. There's a screen again outside. Lloyd breaks a tackle, gets down the field. Looks like a late flag on the play. Maybe the ball came out. Going to have to sort through this here. Looked like Jake Quest was in there on the tackle, as well as number 27, Alex Biondo. Sorting through it here. Looks like a personal foul. Again, calling maybe a spearing call, I believe that is, on the Panthers. Looks like they're cracking down on that this year. Same thing that bit Jack Ardito earlier in the game is going to bite the Panthers again. So that'll give the Wildcats another 1st and 10. And nice little play there by Lloyd. Broke a tackle. Good original penetration by the Ray-Pec backer out there, fighting off his block, but didn't complete the tackle, and Lloyd made a great play out of it.
It looks like some more score updates here. Rockhurst is leading the Park Hill Trojans 24-3. Lee Summit West is leading Blue Springs South 28-21. Liberty is beating Liberty North 24-14. Lee Summit North is beating Lee Summit 34-21.
Sorry to interrupt. Touchdown Wildcats. Again, they go to Lloyd, their main receiver, to take shots with tonight, and he made a great jump ball catch. Again, good coverage on the left side. I believe that was Jake Quest. But again, Lloyd going up and making a big play, a nice little fade ball there by Maloney. So little late game score, little confidence booster score there for the Wildcats here at the end of the game.
Springs will line up for the PAT, and it looks like it is good. And that will make your score 47-20, your Panthers lead.
Yeah. I don't want to call it garbage time. There's still about 5:15 left in the game, but that was a little bit of a garbage time score there by the Wildcats. But again, you can take a drive like that. Maloney made plays with his feet. Lloyd made a couple plays, including that jump ball touchdown catch in the end zone. So David White and the Wildcats can take that as a confidence booster into next week. I'm not sure who their opponent is, but them being able to move the ball like that on a great Panther defense at the end of the game is just a great confidence booster to take into next week and maybe use it as momentum. There is Coach Matt Copeland. His special teams has played great tonight. Talking to his special teams here. Again, take care of that football if you're a returner. Don't give any turnovers. Don't give Blue Springs any hope here of a silly comeback.
And next week your Panthers will be playing Liberty North there. So we will not be obviously going to that game, but I'm sure somebody on Twitter will be keeping us getting updates.
The Panthers, assuming, and we all think that they're going to close this game out, this is a big, big win for them. Even though Blue Springs probably hasn't been at their best tonight, new coach and all, still a big win, getting to 2-0 for Coach Martin. And anytime you can win a game in the Suburban Conference is a big game.
Kickoff there to Jack Ardito, who got about a gain of, I'd say about 20, 25 or 30, don't you think?
Yeah, again, Ardito showing off how, I mean, if you don't want to kick it to Doss, if I were a kicker, I wouldn't want to kick it to either of them. So just great play by the return game all game long as the Panthers come out. Probably going to see a lot of run game here. And it looks like we have some guys getting some playing time in here tonight.
It looks like coming in at quarterback.
Number 15, River Searles, lines up in the gun with looks like Ines behind him.
Takes a snap, and it looks like he's going to get a first down, a little bit more. He's still going. And he turned a play where he probably would have got about 10 and 10 about 20, don't you think, Seth?
Yeah, he made a great play, great run by Ines, but some really good blocks by number 2, Isaac Phillips, as well as the other receivers on the outside. And again, Robbie Park with a good block up front at fullback. But some key moments for some of these young guys. This is big for them, getting to play under the lights, getting their first time under the lights here. So this will be a cool experience they won't forget.
Looks like we had a flag.
That's a shame. Taking away a great run by Ines.
About a holding. It's going to get you 10 yards. So it's first and 20 for your Panthers on their own 20. About 29.
Gotta say, I do love the all-black look, and going back to the old-school helmets there for Ray-Pec. The other helmets have looked great, but I think that stripe with the RP on the side never gets old. Searles here in the gun.
Looks like he will hand it off to him again, and Nick Carr there on a pretty good gain. He got about 7 on that.
That was actually Thomas Fager, but still a great gain. And this looks like we got an injury on the field. Looks like number 70, Marquez Fisher Flippin has been injured here. Hopefully he is okay. Haven't seen a lot of him tonight, but looks like he was playing well up until that point. Number 64, Brennan Shea, checks back in for the Panthers. Looks like Nick Carr's checked back in. Number 85, Bryson Gooding has checked in for the Panthers. Number 86, Victor Clote has checked in for the Panthers at receiver. And number 12, Isaac Phillips in the slot.
Looks like he will give it off to Nick Carr there, and he's going to push, and I think he probably got about 2, so it's going to bring up 3rd and about 11 for your Panthers.
Yeah, Nick Carr again with another good little run there. And all these Panther backs have shown the ability to drop the shoulder and just break tackles and make people miss and have some big runs and some big plays, but also get the tough yardage when they need to. And really positive in the passing game and the running game tonight for the Panthers.
All good things, all good things. Looks like the handoff will go pitch to number 41, Ben. And he stumbles for the first down. That is a really good run there by Ben Ines.
Again, the little homeschool kid. Looks like him talking his parents into playing football was a great decision. He's made plays on both sides of the ball right now, getting a chance to carry the football a little bit and making the most of it. Again, showing how elusive he is and how tough of a runner he is and getting that first down right there. Big pickup there for the second-team offense of the Panthers.
Good job there for about a 12-yard gain.
Searles again coming out in the gun. Looks like Teal is back in the game for the Panthers. Phillips in the slot.
They will stay on the ground with number 25, Thomas Fager, and he got dropped for about a loss of about 2 or 3, so that brings up 2nd and about 13.
As Nick Carr checks back in, a little bit of a high snap right there.
Timeout by Blue Springs.
Kind of threw, timeout for the Wildcats, but a high snap kind of threw that whole play off. Gave the Blue Springs defense time to get in there, but timeout for the Wildcats, trying to get some of these young guys an extra time on the field. So see if Blue Springs can get their offense one more position. Keep working.
Your Panthers are leading the Blue Springs Wildcats 47-20 here with 2:52 left in the game. And it will be 2nd and 14.
Searles comes back out in the gun, doubles to the left. Phillips and looks like number 85, Bryson Gooding, is checked back in. Takes the snap, gives it to Carr. Oh,
Carr will get pretty lit up there for a loss of about 3, so that'll bring up 3rd and about 16 or 17 for your Ray-Pec Panthers.
great job by Brendan Bledsoe for the Wildcats, flowing in hard and making a great tackle. And looks like the Wildcats used another timeout, trying to get their offense out there for one more drive and just see what they can learn and take over to next week. Again, while we're in the timeout, just another huge shout out to the Ray-Pec media team, student-led team here. Done a great job with this stream, working through some technical difficulties, and done a great job with the student-led stream tonight. As the Panthers take the field yet again on offense, looks like Inez is back in for the Panthers, as well as Isaac Phillips, Clote, and Gooding out wide for the Panthers. Robbie Park at fullback.
I think they're just going to give it to Ben Inez here and just kind of keep that clock running. Yep, they pitch it out to him. He's running. He's got an opening on the outside, and he'll stay in bounds. I think he went out of bounds, but he got about a gain of 10 there, so that'll bring up 4th and about 6 for your Panthers.
Yeah, nice little gain there. Again, just trying to run that clock out. Nice blocks by Gooding, Phillips, and Park there on the outside, and just getting these young guys some experience out here. It'll be good for the future and good maybe in future games if some guys go down or just you need that depth. And it's nice to get these guys some experience here. As the Panthers are huddled up here, getting in their next play call here, letting that clock run down as you can see in the background.
Looks like
here comes Searles in. Going to have to hustle a little bit here.
Oh, it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. About 4th and about 6 are going to go for it. A play action here finds number 85, Bryson Gooding. It was right on him, but he did not know where the ball was.
Yeah, good. Searles put the ball where it was supposed to be, and it looked like Gooding maybe was just lost into the lights or something, and that happens easily out there on that beautiful Ray-Pec field. Again, nice throw by Searles, and Gooding did a good job getting open. Just little miscommunication, but future looks bright for those young guys on offense.
Yeah.
Looks like Colton McElliott, one of the starters, is still out there on defense for the Panthers, but
joined by number 90, Taryn Snyder, number 93, Logan Cratterfield, and number 91, Jace Vanderfield. Sorry.
Number 58, Zach Mitchell, is checked into the ball game as well.
Looks like they will throw it out there, but good job by the defensive back, number 25 for your Panthers.
Fabian Bilby did a nice job getting in there on the tackle. Nice flow of the football.
Had about a loss of 2, so that'll
looks like Blue Springs has kind of tried to keep the rest of their starters healthy for the night, as there is a new quarterback in the game. J.J. Johnson, the 6'2", 155-pound junior, is checked into the football game.
They'll bring up 2nd and 12 here for the Wildcats. And it looks like they will hand it off, and he will get about a 4-yard gain. Don't you think, Seth?
Yeah, about a 4-yard gain there. Nice little stretch play again. Couldn't quite see who the ball carrier was there, but number 17, Jackson Vest, did a good job flowing in, making a tackle. Vest, McElliott, and some other guys are still out there for the Panthers, keeping some leadership out there. And the ball carrier was number 11, Caden Litgen-Williams.
That'll bring up about 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Sorry, 3rd and 7. He drops back to pass. And good job there by number 25 to break up that pass. Thomas Fager, he's doing it on both sides of the ball. He's blocking. He was blocking well for his brother Philip Fager, who's had himself a night.
Yeah, great coverage there again by the Panthers. Looks like the young defensive guys for the Panthers are showing a lot of promise here too. Johnson went ahead and tried to make a risky throw, and just great coverage there. Wasn't really any window to throw into.
4th and 8 here for the Blue Springs Wildcats.
Playing a little bit of zone as number 21. Nick Newman is down on the bottom
and it will
screen.
be tipped. That was a good coverage there by number 45 for your Panthers, Jalen Nevis.
And another turnover on downs there by the Panther defense, and it looks like the young guys have shown a lot of promise. And it's cool for those young guys to get in this early in the season, get some Friday Night Lights action. These young guys will never forget that first time. So showing a lot of promise as well.
1:15 left in the game here. Your Panthers are up 47-20. So if you run it and get a first down here, that's game over, don't you think, Seth?
Yeah, just run out that clock and getting the 2-0 here. Big win for the Panthers as they go into, I believe you said, Liberty North next week, looking to carry their momentum. But Liberty North not going to be an easy win. They're a good football team down there. So as Searles lines up under center, taking a knee, victory formation. So the Panthers, a dominating performance by the Ray-Pec Panthers tonight, as it looks like they're going to run out the rest of the minute or so left in the game, as their final score will be 47-20. Number 87, Quentin Heim, is checked into the football game. Number 28, Eric Dickerson, is checked into the game. That's a great running back name for those of you who know football. Oh, excuse me, Eric Dickinson. Never mind. Close enough, though. Close enough to be a great football name. And another knee will be taken.
So your Panthers will be playing at Liberty North next week, but we will be back at home the week after that against the Lee Summit North Broncos.
And that is your ball game. Your Ray-Pec Panthers win 47-20.
That is a great. I thought that was a really, really good performance there by your Panthers, Seth. So what was really the key in that game? You can talk about offense and defense-wise. What did you see there, key of the game?
Offensive-wise, it was Conrad Hawley led. Great job in the passing game. Jaden Doss made some plays. Tucker Miller made some plays. As well as Weston Ropp made some plays. On the defensive side of the ball, great job by the defense. You had Demetrius Walker was all over the field tonight. Just Ethan George was in there. That defensive line was fantastic tonight. And just a great all-around team performance for the Panthers, and as well as the special teams, too. Special teams played a key in this game as well.
Yeah, first kick of the game, we were having technical difficulties, so unfortunately you guys couldn't see it. But Jaden Doss ran back the first kick of the game for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, this is huge. Any win on a Friday night in the Suburban Gold Conference is a big win, big momentum booster. Blue Springs kind of put some stuff there together at the end of the game. That's good momentum to take them into their next game next week. Again, David White and those Wildcats have a lot to work on, and I'm sure they'll get it righted sometime. Blue Springs is always a strong program. But, again, Sean Martin, new head coach for Ray-Pec, gets another big win as you see him there talking to his team, properly social distance during this COVID times. But, again, great all-around team win for the Panthers, and just a lot of people stepped up, made a lot of plays. Gunnar Griffin made a lot of plays. Just some of the guys we talked about earlier and expected to make plays were there all night making plays.
Yeah, you were talking about Conrad's passing game, and if you just take a look at the stats here, Tucker Miller caught a 20-yard touchdown. He came over the middle and made that play. Jaden Doss made a 70-yard touchdown. He kind of just broke away, and it was just see you from there. And Weston Ropp had a 26-yard touchdown. Along with rushing-wise, Philip Fager had a 4-yard rushing touchdown. Conrad added some rushing yards. I think he got a good 15-yard gain in there. And then Nick Carr there late in the game, he had himself a rushing touchdown.
They did, all just firing on all cylinders. And, again, great team effort. The defensive secondary did not disappoint after their big performance last week. So Ray-Pec, again, with another big win, starting out 2-0 on the year. Next week, looking ahead, you got Liberty North coming up.
Yeah, we beat them last year in the district championship game, so that should be try and get redemption time from them to us. And I just think that if we can get that win, come 3-0, and then come back here against Lee Summit North on September 18th, if we can keep that rolling, come in here 3-0. Get another good home crowd, come in and beat them, hopefully be 4-0 after 4 weeks, and then just continue that hopefully all the way to districts, and we can hopefully go all the way.
I see a great promise in this team, and in 2 weeks, as I was just informed by Brett Barbick, our media leader, we will be back at home and another stream coming at you. We apologize for the technical difficulties again tonight, but we hope you enjoyed a great, great football game and a big win for your Panthers. So...
So this has been our Ray-Pec Live broadcast. My name is Riley Hunsaker, and I was joined along here with Seth Wansing. It's been an honor with you guys, and we'll see you hopefully in 2 weeks.
Go Panthers.